In today's video, we're gonna be covering the only 5 jump rope tricks that you actually need to know. So the tricks are boxer skip, side swipe, crisscross, double under, and southpaw side swings, or just southpaws. The reason that I picked these 5 tricks is because in my opinion, I feel like these 5 tricks form the base of what it means to be proficient at jumping rope. In other words, if you can do these tricks, you can do a lot of different skills within jump rope, and it probably means you can do a lot of other tricks. Of course, there's no benchmark for this. This is just the JRD benchmark. I'm sure there's other jump ropers out there that think there's a different set of 5 tricks, but what I'm gonna get into today is why I feel like each one of these tricks is so important for anyone learning how to jump rope to master. In other words, if these were the only tricks that you learn for jump rope, or if you could only learn 5 tricks, these are the 5 that I would pick, because not only would they help you get really intense workouts, but they would help just your general flow in moving into different tricks. And if someone who didn't jump rope watched you, by doing these 5 tricks, they'd be like, yeah, that guy's probably a jump rope expert. So number 1, boxer skip. Boxer skip is arguably the most important jump rope trick I think you can learn in general, because it forms the basis of your rhythm and flow. What I mean by that is the boxer skip is just like, if you were to just pick up a jump rope and you can do boxer skip, that's gonna get you into this little rhythm and flow, and everyone's boxer skip looks a little bit different. But from there, that's sort of the foundation where you can do other tricks and then come back to boxer skip. So let's say you do boxer skip and then you do some side swipes. Then you come back to boxer skip, then you go into some double unders, then you come back to boxer skip, or maybe you're just doing boxer skip because you're in the gym, you're boxing, and you need to just jump rope for 3 minutes straight. It's a great exercise for shifting the weight of your feet. So to get even more specific, if I was gonna say what's the number 1 jump rope trick everyone should absolutely learn, it's boxer. Number 2, side swipe. The reason I think people should learn side swipe is because 1, it is a great transitional move. So what I mean by that is when you're doing a bunch of tricks and you want to move into a different combo or a different trick, just adding a small side swipe before you do that can help get you into that next trick. Sometimes it's hard to just be doing a double under and then immediately go into an EB, crisscross or whatever. So just by doing that little side swing, you give yourself the transition that you need to keep flowing and keep moving without breaking your jump rope pattern. The second reason is when you're doing a really intense workout, like all the workouts we have here at Jump Rope Dudes, it is kind of a way to rest without resting. So what I mean by that is sometimes when you're using a weighted rope, your shoulders start burning so bad, but you want to keep jumping for that, duration of exercise. And so sometimes just to give my shoulders a little bit of a rest, I'll just do a couple side swipes to get a quick 5-second slowdown, and then I'll get back into the super intense jumping and shoulder burning. Crisscross. So the reason I think crisscross is so important is because it works hand-eye coordination, timing. It also works athleticism, because this is really one of those moves that people definitely struggle with when starting out. It's easy to just jump rope with your hands apart, even if you're learning a good amount of footwork drills. But as soon as that rope comes across, jump rope becomes a whole different game. And there's many advanced tricks out there that require you to cross your arms, fold them, move them in different weird ways. So I feel like the first step in mastering that type of movement is doing the crisscross. In other words, crisscross is one of those moves that really challenges your overall athleticism. And like I said, if you're able to do the crisscross, it's going to open up a bunch more tricks for you. This video is brought to you by us, Jump Rope Dudes. I want to tell you guys about the JRD app. So the JRD app is where all of our programs sit. All you need is one subscription. It's $14.99, or you can buy up to a year. But basically, that's where we put all the actual programs. So if you're someone who's looking to lose weight and you need a structured way to do it, that's the best option. We have over 10 programs in there, some that are 3 months, some that are 1 month, that just work everything from bodyweight exercises, to speed ropes, to heavy ropes. We have some yoga stuff in there. We have nutrition information and recipes. We even have a community that you can, as you're going through the app and doing the workouts, you can get coaching and accountability from the other users. It's basically like the JRD VIP zone for people to learn how to jump rope better and just burn a lot of calories and get a good workout. So that's linked up below. Like I said, $14.99 a month. You can get a discount if you buy up to a year. 14-day free trial, cancel at any time. Number 4, double under. The main reason, this one drills explosiveness. When you are doing double unders, you are absolutely burning more calories, you are absolutely getting your heart rate up, it becomes a harder workout, it's a hard trick to do in general, it helps your flow. So I think double unders are just one of those exercises that if you're jumping rope and you haven't unlocked double unders yet, there's a whole other type of explosive jump rope stuff that is still waiting for you to unlock. So double unders, it almost goes without saying. I think people understand at this point how important it is to learn double unders and how much just more athletic they can make you, how many more calories you can burn by doing them, because you are exerting yourself at the highest level. So number 4 would be double unders. And number 5, the last one, I would say southpaws. Some people just call these southpaw side swings, or people call them side swings. Just to make this easier, I'm gonna call them southpaws because that's what Jake Gyllenhaal does in the movie Southpaw. This one's a little bit weird because it combines a lot of different tricks into one. It combines that feeling of doing side swipes. It combines some of that hand motion that is needed for doing a crisscross, but it also adds a different component, which is muscle memory. Anyone who's tried to do the southpaw swings, including myself for the first time, is going to find that it's really difficult. It's really difficult to throw your hand across and wait a second for it to come around before you open it back up. So I struggled with this for a couple months before I really got it down and got to be smooth with it. So in my opinion, doing the southpaws is just like the most advanced basic trick you can learn, if that makes sense. So it's a super advanced trick, but out of all the big, complicated advanced tricks, this is like the coolest, most basic one that you can learn. So if you can get the southpaw down, it's gonna test all of that. It's gonna test explosiveness, hand-eye coordination, timing, flow, all that kind of stuff. And by the way, it just looks really cool. Obviously, you guys have just watched a ton of slow motion B-roll showing each of these tricks, but I'm not gonna break them down in this video one by one. What I'm gonna do is link up at the end here a tutorial for each of these, because we have tutorials on each of these videos. So make sure that you go check them out, leave comments, ask questions. I'm sure some of these videos are a little bit old, so if you want an updated version of that tutorial, let us know. Again, this is by no means the definitive guide to what jump rope moves you should know, but at Jump Rope Dudes, if someone was to say, hey, what's the progress? What should I be working on? These are the tricks that I would say, like, this is what you want to try to get down, because as soon as you have these down, it probably means you've already unlocked a bunch of other ones, and it means that you can unlock a bunch more. So if I was stranded on an island and someone had a gun pointed at my head and they were like, you can only do 5 jump rope tricks the rest of your life, it would be these. Charity athletes, thank you for tuning in to another video. As always, comment, leave something for me to read and comment back on, whether it's a question, you just want to say what up, if you have ideas for more videos that we can make, always greatly appreciated. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys on the next one.